Welcome to this episode of Locked In. In this vlog, I'm going to be taking Mario with me for his first century ride. We will be riding from Orange County to San Diego, right at 100 miles. From the maps that we gathered, it's going to be about 3,500 feet of climbing, so not too terrible for that kind of mileage. I am now prepping my bike, waiting for Mario to show up. It is bright and early, and I desperately need a coffee. So let's go through what I'm going to carry in my Kai Venture handlebar bag. That's basically going to be carrying everything I'm going to need today. So essentially in my bag, I'm going to have on my right side, basically my little tool pouch here. It's got everything I need: a tube, CO2s, tire levers, and a pump head. Since I do carry a mini tool on my S-Works bottle cages on this bike, I don't need to carry one in my tool roll. That makes it easier access. I have a set of my Adidas cycling glasses. I'm using these since we are starting out at 6 o'clock. It is going to be dark, and these are a great transitional lens that do get pretty light, so it's going to be easy to see in the morning. As far as food goes, I'm really going to try to not buy anything, and I'm really looking at what my nutrition is going to feel like because I am prepping for Grinduro at this moment. So what I'm bringing with is a goo flask. This will be my predominant quick energy. I do get bored of goo, so I like to have a real food basically option as well. So we have here That's It bars in 2 different flavors, a whole fig and pistachio bar from Nut Raw, and a Health Warrior chia bar. This is going to give me quick energy. I really like substituting gel with real food. And essentially, if you're eating every 45 minutes and we're going to be on the bike for at least 6 hours moving time, this is about what I'm probably going to go through so I don't bonk. I want to get ahead of it. Then I do have a frozen homemade burrito that I'm going to bring as basically my main meal. Ideally around mile 50, we're going to have a decent sized meal. Probably stop for another coffee. And then as far as essentials that I usually bring with me, chapstick, an extra thing is chamois cream just because we are doing a century ride just to have, and some really high SPF sunblock since we are going to be out in the sun for quite a while. All that will be placed in my Kai Venture handlebar bag, and routing us today is going to be my Explova, which I already have preloaded with the route that we mapped out on Google Maps yesterday. Alright, finally bringing the road bikes out. Mario's first century. We're both rocking the Fade Gang jerseys. And let's get going. So we're at mile 20.5. We are about an hour and change in, so we're making good time. Mario's still feeling fresh, and the weather couldn't be any more perfect. Mile 42, taking a much needed rest stop for some coffee, water, and a little bit of a refuel. About 1,100 feet out of the 3,500 in. Weather's been great. Haven't caught any other groups, so not many cyclists out there, but Mario's feeling it.
Oh, dude, bomb quesadilla.
Get back on the road soon. Alright, so it looks like we're at the halfway point. We're at mile 52, and we're at 1,700 feet of climbing, so we're basically dead middle of the ride, taking a much needed stretch break. It's going to be a little bit of a push to get to the rest of the way. There's a little bit of rollers. The main thing is that we got not a great crosswind, so it's definitely not hurting us as bad as a headwind, but it's not helping us as good as a tailwind. How you feel, Mario?
Pretty good, pretty good. I feel like we're mile 27.
Yeah, sure. All right, time to get on the freeway. So it is mile like 68, 2,000 feet of climbing in. Definitely feeling a little saddle sore, but we got about 30 miles left and about 1,500 feet of climbing. Mario, give me the taint update.
It's feeling good. It's feeling good.
Alright, so we're at mile 80, 2,300 feet of climbing. Got about 1,200 feet left. Feeling good. Butt hurts, but legs are pretty fresh. Let's finish it out. Alright, what mileage do we have, Mario?
Mile 85, 2,400 feet of climbing. Watch start the fun part.
That's it.
Yeah! I came for it.
This is the last hill, pretty much. This is Torrey Pines. It's about 800,000 feet of climbing, I think, total. There's a couple of rollers near the end, but it's about 8%, but at mile 85, 86, it's a lot worse than it usually is. So I hope you liked that video. The ride stats that we had actually at the end were 103 miles and 3,500 feet of climbing. Now this was a great test for both me and Mario to see basically just how we feel after being in the saddle for that long. We wanted to keep the pace really mellow. We weren't trying to set any records. We just wanted to see how it's going to feel possibly for Grindero to be in the saddle for 7+ hours, we're assuming. So definitely sore today. I didn't film anything after because by the time we got home, I was shot and I still am sore, but it was a really good test and I actually felt better than expected. I think this drift training is really paying off. I was definitely sore just from being in the seat, but my legs actually felt pretty good. Mile 60 was actually to 70 was actually the hardest part of the ride, surprisingly. Typically for me, mile 85 plus is where it really hurts, but actually felt pretty good. I was definitely ready to get off the bike, but overall was really happy and had a lot of fun taking Mario on his first century ride. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, turn notifications on, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And thanks for watching another episode of Locked In.